lie to you, I feel like many people are not gonna address the certain things that I like in this video, but you guys have to understand the life of social media and what's real and what isn't. Yes, I'm an authentic content creator, but there's also some stuff of the bigger story that I do not post because it happens in my private life. A lot of times as a content creator, you get to share what you want to share. And I chose to keep a lot of it private. And so there's a lot of bigger things now because I decided to keep certain things private because of one, location of where I live, two, to protect myself because I have weird people and people stalking me, taking my identity, all that fun shit. And three, I just simply want to enjoy the fact that I have some privacy, unlike most content creators. There is stuff that has gone out, yes, that has been out in person, but like it's different when it gets posted and blasted all over social media because I don't have the choice to protect it and not protect it, and then it will hurt so many people around me. Does that make sense? I'm trying not to hurt any more people and keep myself protected at the same time. So genuinely, I don't really know how much I'm going to share in this video, and it might upset a lot of people. However, there's a lot in my private life that is going on behind the scenes that I just never want to be on the internet. For example, yes, I am in a relationship and the person doesn't want to be blasted all over social media, so I'm not gonna blast them all over social media. And a lot of the private stuff that's happening is involved with this person. So with that being said, I don't want their life blasted and my life blasted. Like, sometimes it's so much easier when you are with someone who doesn't really do social media. You know what I mean? Because people can twist things, say things, start drama that is false narratives, and all the fun shit. Like, it's not that serious. And honestly, I feel like there's some things that I need to address that people don't fully understand about. And so this video is mainly addressing what has happened in the past 2 years since I moved from where I was currently from. And there's a lot that happened in that standpoint that everyone just thinks, oh, it's not that serious, when in reality it is so serious. And there's a lot of other people, there's a lot, and when a lot of people are involved in a situation that they don't know, it's very problematic. Anyways, let's get on to the video. I hope you guys enjoy, and kind of enjoy a long one, because I forget what it's like to actually be a content creator, but having this yapping video, like getting my thoughts out, getting everything clear. But in reality, there's so much more into this video. Like, I have some new updates, life changes, what happened in the past 2 years, updates on my medical journey. Like, I have so much tea and stuff to elaborate and share and explain everything. But I shouldn't have to explain myself to people that don't know the full story and that is not close to me. However, I'm giving you guys the decency because you guys have supported me for so long. Some of you guys, and you guys have been since I started creating. Let me say this, there's a lot that needs to be unpacked. As you guys saw in the intro of the video, there's so much that needs to be unpacked between life, certain things in that nature, because everyone's like, oh, it's so easy. But reality, guys, there's so much that I have to say that you guys aren't gonna like within the 2 years to now. And that's just the part of growing up, is starting to learn to respect your privacy, and that is a major thing. Because I'm no longer posting these bigger alternatives of my life and sharing a lot more like I used to do when I was a little lad, like, a lot of people just think, oh, like, she's changing. No, guys, there's just some stuff that is made to be private that should not be posted on the internet. And I genuinely wish I learned this at a very young age, but I just couldn't. I couldn't, because I just had to deal with it and make it look very aesthetically pleasing and understanding. However, I'm also just a human, I make mistakes, and a lot of these mistakes are very complicated and very hard to adjust to, because at the end of the day, we are all humans. We all do certain things, and it's in our nature to make mistakes and learn from them and grow from them. That's just how it is. So, let's dive down to what happened in the 2 years that kind of affected my medical journey to become a doctor and all kinds of other stuff. So as you guys know, 2 years ago, I moved away from North Carolina, kind of get away from that crowd, rebuild my life, start over, get my head on my shoulders, and to also go to med school. When I came here, I did go to school at a university. I went to Penn State University, one of their campuses, because Penn State has multiple campuses. It is a big college. So I went to Penn State for a little bit. A lot of stuff also happened around this time frame. Shortly after I got here, I made it through a week of my 3 weeks of my first term. I made it to October. I had to drop out because I got into a car crash and I live 30 minutes away from campus. So I had to drop out. I couldn't really work or afford what was going on. So I had to do it a certain way because we're human. You know, we make mistakes, stuff happens. However, the stuff was happening and it got kind of wrong. But at the end of the day, the way that life works is so crazy. So I had to stop. Some other stuff happened. I went through a few different jobs and then I landed working fast food. I work at McDonald's right now. However, I am about to leave McDonald's. McDonald's was a temporary job until I decided fully of, okay, here is med school, right? What is there I have to do as a pre-med? By the way, there's a lot of things of what is a pre-med. Here's the definition of pre-med and why I describe myself as a pre-medical student and not a med school student, because I am not fully a med school student. I am a pre-med. So with that being said, I was looking at prices of the MCAT exam, all of the prices and everything, and it's just $300 to take your entry exam for med school. So I have to build up money. Stuff happened. I live on my own, so bills had to be paid. So I had to take kind of a curved turnaround to be able to afford bills, to do certain things, because so much happened in my personal life that I had to stop my med school diary, like my med content, for a little bit. Now I'm doing an alternative because I go to school online. I do certain things online that I am still getting a bachelor's. One, I am paying so much more less right now than how much I had to pay when I went to Penn State. I owe Penn State $16,000, but I owe this school only $1,400 right now. And it's self-paced. I get to work on it whenever I want, do certain things whenever I want. Not like a kid. How do I explain it? Because I'm in my 20s, so not a kid. But I can still be an adult, be a normal 20-year-old, have a functional life, do what I gotta do. Because at the end of the day, we are all human. We all make mistakes. And you just have to learn how to deal with your mistakes. You make it, you lay in your bed, and you learn how to fix your mistakes. How to overcome them. Yes, it could be therapy, it could be all of this fun jazz, but at the end of the day, you're the one that made your mistakes. You have to fix it, you have to do certain things, and currently that's what I'm doing. So, I got a job to fix my mistakes, to try to get back on, my feet and everything, and that's just the way it is. So yes, my medical journey is on pause, and just because I'm not fully attending a normal university right now, or I'm not, doing everything. I'm preparing for my MCAT exam. I'm preparing for my shadow hours. I'm physically going around trying to find a location that I want to do shadow work at. And a lot of times, for you to do shadow work, you still have to apply onto a list and get in. I have not been able to just apply and get in, because I had to physically call around. But since I was in a mistake, of me crashing my car and bigger pictures exploding in reality, I had to stop what I was doing, put it on pause, kind of, and do certain things that I had to do a certain way because of mistakes. And I don't know how to address that enough, because a lot of people think it's not one side, it's not the other side, right? It's both sides. Yes, right now I am working 2 jobs. However, when it comes to the shadow work, I just never had enough time off to focus on shadow work, because to be a med student, or for a pre-med, it is 7 or 500 hours of shadow work. So let's say hypothetically, I don't work one job, I work the other job, right? If I want to do this, I would have to focus on just this one job and then focus on, you know what I mean? But now it's time to build the savings account. It's time to build better, I guess you could say. But a lot of people have their opinions of certain things, and I can't change their opinions, you know? Like, okay, cool, you have your opinions, you have your thoughts and feelings. I can't change it. It's already embedded in your brain. So what am I supposed to say to make you want to change your opinions? So it's like right now I'm getting attacked because of not documenting my med school journey 100%. And that's a little bit complicated when my life made me kind of step back from being a med school, like to fully focus on med school. And that's not me lying saying that I am not a pre-med student. That's not me lying saying that I am a pre-med student. I'm not claiming to be a medical student. Medical student means I'm already in med school. I'm already doing my clinicals. Pre-med is the steps to take to get into it. And it hurts that people say that I'm lying, I'm not doing it, when you guys don't know the full situation. Let's get on to the rest of the video. Right. Hello, good morning. It is day 2 of this vlog. I hope you guys are having a great day. Right now I'm actually driving to my other job. I opened the first one and I got out at like 7:04. I was trying to get out at like 7 o'clock, but that didn't happen. So right now I'm driving to my other job, which is kind of closer, kind of not, but at the end of the day, like, it's better for me. So right now, yeah, we're just driving and getting there. I want to kind of update you guys on everything, I guess, because a lot of people don't know the full situation, and honestly, there's some stuff that I still don't want to say because it's not nobody's business, right? But basically, a lot of stuff is going on in my personal life that I had to take a pause on my medical journey. Remind you, the MCAT exam costs $300 to take, and so there's that, and then there's shadow work, and you know, sometimes there's like a wait list or whatever. So I'm trying to find a location and exactly where I want to shadow work at. I'm thinking about doing gastrology because that is what I want a profession in, like get my specialty license in. So there's that. And also, guys, when it comes to me working, trying to budget everything, like now that I have this job again, I'm gonna start budgeting more and being able to, like, you know, have a little bit more fun. So with that being said, like, I'm gonna have more in the long run versus me working this job, because like this job I work weekly. You know what I mean? Like, I do it weekly, and I get paid only bi-weekly, and for 2 weeks, for 80 hours, that is for my job, I only make $897. At the end of the day, like, for 2 weeks, that's kind of like mid, you know what I mean? Especially when you pull overtime. So there's a lot of stuff in that formation, I guess you could say. But however, I am very happy that I'm quitting. Well, okay, I'm not happy, but like, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like, we're just gonna feel it out. But at the end of the day, I am human. I have feelings. I'm going through a lot of emotions, a lot of stress, a lot of depressional episodes that it's not worth it, to be honest. Hi guys, so welcome back. Hi. So it was currently like day 2 of training for me, and then day 3 is tomorrow, and tomorrow we're actually gonna be like more onto the floor. So I'm a little excited about that. I took my exam and I passed it, so I'm so happy about that. I mean, I didn't really expect anything less. That's a little bit sassy. I am so sorry. Anyways, so currently right now I am driving home. That's why you guys are kind of shaking a little bit, is because you guys are on my phone stand. So long story short, guys, We made it! And then my last week on my other job is this week. I'm so happy and like, you know, genuinely, like I am doing so much more better. Like my stress level is like kind of like free. It's so hard to explain because when you work in a fast food restaurant and you deal with like just a whole bunch of drama like outside of work, it's like so crazy because everyone's just like, wait, like, is this what's going on? You know, like everyone's more like, oh, I want to be in like your business and stuff. In reality, it's not. Like, mind your business. We're all going through our problems at the end of the day, but don't mean you always have to be in my business. Besides the point, guys, I hope you guys are having a great day. I know there was a lot of explanations that don't make sense, and that is because I'm being very vague right now. I am choosing what I want to share and what I'm allowed to share because at the end of the day, like, what I post on social media is the part of my life that I want people to see, but it's like I'm still like trying to be so private. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want a lot of people in my opinions and like in my life anymore. Like when I was younger, I was so bad at that. Like so many people knew everything. I was so open with people. Then like friendships would break and they're like, oh, like I have years of receipts and everything. And I'm like, girl, I'm so tired of it. Like I'm in my 20s now, so it's like, okay, like we're just gonna vibe, we're just gonna chill, you know? And so basically a lot of it is just growing up and maturing, realizing what I can what I have to share, what I don't have to share, like having more of a filter online versus, you know, like if you know me in person and like you know shit, like don't blast it respectfully. I know people are gonna blast it, but at the end of the day, don't blast it, you know? Also, there's like other things in my life that's going on. Like for example, I crashed my car. I have to catch up on life, guys. Like I have, for the MCAT exam is $300. Okay? I don't have $300 right now that I can just drop. Because I'm an adult. I have responsibilities. I have bills to pay. Like if my bills aren't paid, like I'm gonna be homeless. So it's a lot more to take into consideration versus people just wanting to talk. Like I have bills to pay, guys. I have a life. I have responsibilities. Granted, I'm in my 20s. I should go out and party and have fun, but that's not what makes me happy. I've never been a partying person. I don't like going out. I'm a homebody. But like I like going out, making my money, but then after that, I just want to be out. I legitimately, like right now, I'm in the spot that I want to go out and have fun, but it's like I want to go to amusement parks. I want to go out and like I want to go to concerts. I just don't want to go to parties. I don't want to drink. I don't want to smoke weed with other people. I don't want to do flower, you know? I want to go to parks and zoos and aquariums, like smaller things, I guess you could say.
Keep left.
And like everyone have their opinions, and I'm just like, I just want to do a little bit, you know? Like we don't have to do anything big or whatever. We can just chill. You know, and everyone just expects to always do big things. In reality, you don't have to. Like, if you're spending time with people that you love and enjoy, like, why have to spend so much money? Like, genuinely, I just want to go to a park and just sit down and just read a book and color and just talk. I feel like a lot of times my validations are not being expressed, but then again, I'm not the type of person to really talk about anything. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at talking. Like, there's just something about talking about, like, what you want to do. You know, like, even if it's just a couple, like, dollars here and there, like, just wanting to go out and do things. But, however, yeah, I'm a human. Sometimes I have a social battery. But a lot of times, I just generally enjoy gaming. I don't know. Guys, I seriously don't know where this part of the video is going. So, I'm sorry about that. But I genuinely hope you guys kind of understand where I'm coming at, because I'm getting attacked like multiple angles because I want to go out once in a while to go do something, or I just want to go out and have fun and be a 20-year-old, you know? And like the moment that I break down from my studies or the moment that I break down from working, it's like I get so misjudged. Like, oh, you're working on other things, you're not worried about this chapter. And I'm like, I can't focus on this chapter if I don't have money for it. I don't know. At this point, I really don't know anymore. Like, I've done all of this shit. I've done all of this bullshit already. Like, where I've answered people. I've proven to people that certain things just can't happen because they want it to happen. I can't show proof to certain things. And then everyone just always wants to fight about it and saying, oh, you're lying, or oh, this and that. But, like, reality, you guys don't know the fucking struggle. And, like, I know I'm crashing out right now, and I'm being, like, authentic about it, because this is just how I've been feeling lately. My emotions have not been 100%, and I have not been, like, the main reasons why I don't record right now is because I'm just going through it. And I feel like a lot of times, like, people go through shit, feel me? But I'm just trying to make money. I'm just trying to chill. I'm just trying to get an extra buck or so. Let me make my bread. You judging because I'm trying to make my money, build my savings up again. That's on you. At the end of the day, don't attack me because you want to be broke. You don't want to put the work in. You don't want to put the effort in. And I'm tired of it. Like, I'm always getting attacked because I'm the one that's busting my ass. Always doing shit. Always working on something. What's your point? I have goals and visions that I want to achieve, and I'm not going to achieve them unless I have multiple streams of income. Because to get a fucking house now in this generation, you need three times income just to get a house. That's just how it is. And people want to talk, and it's like, you guys don't understand anything. Imagine your house payments. I mean, shit, I didn't serve in the military. I don't get the military benefits. I don't get a house given to me by the government. You know what I mean? Like, technically I have a house, yeah, but my house is messed up. It has repairs, and it's not even our house anymore. I lost a lot, so much. But at the end of the day, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. You can't change the matter of fact of you can't control it, you know? And that's just how it is. Like, people are gonna talk, people are gonna wanna be all judgmental, but in reality, you just have to realize who you are as a person and your worth. Because the moment that you lose yourself and lose your worth, you learn that you have no meaning in life. So make sure you always keep that intact and don't let no one break you down, because I swear to you, I've been there, I've done it, I've lost myself multiple times. It's not a pretty picture at all. Nope. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. I don't even know what the heck I'm on, but yeah.